Hey everybody, this is Amy MacArthur from amymacArthurnutrition.com. I want to briefly give you an introduction to my blog post for this week. It's called 3 Simple Rules for Eating to Keep Your Family Healthy. So many parents that I see and I talk to notice that their family has less than healthy habits. They eat junk food a lot, they eat high-fat foods, they eat at random times all throughout the day, and they know this, and they know this is not a good thing. They know this is something that they don't want their kids to get used to and grow up with, because they know the consequences. Once they become adults, whatever they've grown up doing, they're going to be so used to, and that's going to carry into adulthood. And which, of course, can lead to weight gain and all kind of medical complications that can come from being overweight. So you want to break these habits as early as possible. And really the simplest way to do it is just to set rules in your household. You have rules for everything else, I'm assuming. Your kids have to make their bed, clean their room, take out the trash, empty the dishwasher, of course depending on ages. But anyways, you have rules for all these things, so when it comes to eating, that's no different. You want to set some rules for that as well. So I'm going to give you 3 rules today that can get you started, and things that can really make a difference and get your whole family on the road to healthier eating habits. So rule number 1 is to have set times for eating. You want to eat as much on a normal schedule, regular schedule as possible. Certain times for meals and snacks as well. And you want your kids to know, and make sure you let your kids know, that there are certain times that we eat. They aren't allowed to go in the pantry or the refrigerator all throughout the day at just random times and graze all throughout the day, because these habits undoubtedly are going to lead to overweight, weight gain, medical conditions, heart disease, diabetes, all these things. So you really need to be mindful and intentional with when you eat. So that's a really big rule that I think makes a huge difference. Rule number 2 is to cook 1 meal for the family. Parents should not be short order cooks and cook a different meal for each family member, and those requests are made all the time, but it's very important that kids and all family members, not just kids, but all family members get a good variety of foods, and so you want to encourage them to try new things, and you want to rotate the favorites in your house. Each person's going to have a favorite, and they're not going to get that every night, but they'll get it often if you rotate the favorites for all the family members. And do always make sure there's at least something on the plate that they do really like, because we do want them to enjoy the meals, so we don't want them to be discouraged and not like anything on their plate. So it's important to do that. Rule number 3 is to try new foods often. Try to, as much as possible, to include a new food item with your meals, preferably a new vegetable, a new fruit, a new whole grain item. And they're not going to like it every time, but the only way they're going to start liking it is just to try new things. If they never try it, they're never going to like it. And it's not going to be every family member's favorite every night. But if you rotate the favorites at your house, everybody gets what they want pretty often. And as I said earlier, please do try to make sure you have something on the plate that everybody likes, so they do enjoy the meal. But I can guarantee you, if they never try the new things, they're certainly not going to like them. So, and it's good for them to have a variety. So if they're having other family members' favorites some nights, that's good too, because you want plenty of variety in there. So those are the 3 rules. It's really important too that you remember, as parents, to be role models when you're setting these rules. You can't expect your children to do something that you're not going to do yourself. So when they see you do it, they're going to be more likely to do it just because you're doing it, and that's with anything. They're going to do what their parents do as a general rule, and that applies to eating as well. So, and to think of it, it's going to benefit them, of course, short term and long term, and it's also going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your whole family, the family as a whole, because you're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier, you're going to have more energy, more confidence, more self-esteem. So just all around happier and healthier, and that's what we want to do. And it's not going to always be like you're always having to pressure them to have new things, because over time And you may have new things that you're, encouraging them to have. But over time, these new rules that you set, those are just, they're going to become habits. And habits aren't things that you have to push people to do. Habits are things that we do so often that they just pretty much become almost involuntary. We just do them out of habit. So anyway, that's going to happen over time. So it's not like, you have to, um, encourage them all the time for a long period of time. But anyway, that's the way habits are formed, and that's exactly what we want to have happen. So I hope these rules have been helpful to you, and I would love to hear about the rules that you have in your family, some that work, some that don't work. If you have questions about them or questions about how to set them up or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. You can go to my blog at amymacArthurNutrition.com and leave a comment under this blog post, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have there about that. So thank you so much for watching, and again, this is Amy MacArthur from amymacArthurNutrition.com, and that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.